I just finished and dying a slow death over here. Just devastated. It's a cliffhanger. Oh, honey, you and half of Goodreads. Welcome to the emotional wreckage that is Jillian Dodd's That Summer.
Welcome back to Heartbook Radio. I'm your host, Professor Theodore Bookman, PhD in comparative literature, and noted expert on, well, everything really.
And I'm your resident chaos agent, here to remind that books are supposed to be fun, not dissected like frogs in a lab. And today's frog is a slippery one. That Summer by Jillian Dodd. It's like The Notebook crashed into Gossip Girl, and then got run over by a family minivan on its way to the Ozarks.
Your analogies are, as always, baffling. This book is a sociological study of teenage angst, peer pressure, and the questionable ethics of dating your younger brother's best friend.
Questionable. It's a train wreck. A beautiful, glorious, emotionally scarring train wreck. And I am here for it.
You would be. You once gave 50 Shades of Grey 5 stars.
It had texture. Something this book sorely lacks in the bedroom department, I might add. It's young adult, people. Keep your expectations low.
Let's start with Devaney Diamond, our protagonist, a name that screams I peak in high school.
Oh, she's a mess. A beautiful, popular, completely clueless mess. She's so worried about what everyone thinks that she's practically blind to the golden retriever of a boy panting at her feet.
Chase Mackenzie, the aforementioned golden retriever. Reviewers are calling him a swoon fest. I call him a walking red flag. Too perfect. Too patient, suspiciously good looking.
You're just jealous because he has better hair than you.
My hair is distinguished. This boy looks like he stepped out of a shampoo commercial, and his devotion to Devaney, borderline pathological.
It's called love. Something you wouldn't recognize if it slapped you with a research paper.
Love, or obsession, he's been pining for her since they were children. It's creepy.
It's romantic. He sees her for who she truly is beneath all the popularity and pretense, unlike some people, Hunter.
Hunter, the football player, the socially acceptable yet ultimately vapid alternative. A classic trope.
He's a placeholder, a cardboard cutout of a boyfriend. Devaney's using him to maintain her social status. It's tragic, really. She's like a modern-day Marie Antoinette, except instead of cake, she's hoarding popularity points.
And Chase is Robespierre, waiting to chop off her head with kindness. I'm losing track of my metaphors.
You always do.
So, the burning question, is this book actually any good? The writing is serviceable, the plot is predictable, the characters are archetypes.
But it's addictive. Like reality television, you know it's trash, but you can't look away.
I found myself strangely invested in the outcome, despite my better judgment. It's like watching a slow-motion car crash. You know it's going to end badly, but you can't help but gawk.
And the cliffhanger. Oh, the humanity. People are losing their minds online. They're threatening Jillian Dodd. They're demanding the next book now.
I received an email from a listener, and I use that term loosely, who claimed to be literally dead from the ending.
I got one that said, if Devaney doesn't end up with Chase, I'm suing Jillian Dodd for emotional distress.
These are clearly not real emails.
They're real to me. This book is tapping into something primal. The yearning for connection, the fear of rejection, the thrill of forbidden love.
Or, the basic formula of a young adult romance novel.
Don't be such a snob. If this book were a sandwich, it would be a peanut butter and jelly on Wonder Bread. Classic, comforting, and guaranteed to give you a sugar rush.
And if Chase were a sandwich?
He would be a gourmet grilled cheese with truffle oil and artisanal bread, too fancy for his own good but undeniably delicious.
I would say he's more of a plain turkey on white. Bland, uninspired, and ultimately forgettable.
You're just bitter because Devaney didn't choose you.
I am a happily married man.
To a woman who probably reads actual literature.
I give this book a reluctant 3 out of 5 misplaced teenage hormones. It's well written enough to keep you engaged, but ultimately unsatisfying.
I give it 10 out of 10 broken hearts. It's a roller coaster of emotions, a symphony of angst, and a testament to the power of a good cliffhanger.
Join us next week when we discuss The Existential Dread of Sock Puppets, a postmodern deconstruction of children's television.
Sarcastically, oh joy, another snooze fest.
Until then, keep reading, keep questioning, and keep your younger brother's best friends at a safe distance. This is for Heartbook Radio.
And reminding you that sometimes the trashiest books are the most fun. Buy bookworms.